Jesus to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jim well, shalom to the elect. Now, there's a interview you can see here from Nick Cannon, and it says class is back in session with board certified world cardiologist, chairman of the NAACP Health Committee in San Diego, Dr. Robertson, for an in-depth conversation about our health and wellness in the space of COVID-19, heart disease, and common questions. Now, I'm gonna just get the scripture first before I show a little small excerpt of the video. Psalms 55:12. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me, then I would have hid myself. But it was thou, a man mine equal, mine guide, and mine acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together. We walked in the house of Yahweh in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. So it's one thing to deal with Jake and not Jake, but to deal with Moab, Ammon, and the other nations. But it's another thing to be dealing with 2/3 of your people, and they're coming against you, talking this absolute waffle.
This may be what it comes down to.
Really,
they should get this vaccine, and educating folks that sometimes it may be a choice between a body bag or a vaccine. Because the vaccines are just going to be that safe. And I think you said getting back to normal, another point I wanted to make, and that is we have to convince the perhaps 30% of the population that are going to be anti-vaxxers that they do not have the right to determine my health.
But you can determine my health.
And to make my health a real problem and an issue. They don't have the right to that. Now, we've done that in this country.
Right.
If you have tuberculosis in this country, they'll track you down, they'll put you in jail or somewhere where you're not going to be exposed to people so that the tuberculosis can be treated. This may be what it comes at.
No, it's talking about, if you had tuberculosis, they track you down and put you in prison. And, I did a video on this before, but, it got deleted. But let's just read this real quick here. This is Leviticus 14, chapter 14. This is verse 2. This shall be the law, the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in a leper. So basically, you're supposed to be put out the camp. In the same way, when you murder people, or you killed somebody, you had the towns of refuge. I can't remember the specific names for them, but you had somewhere that you could go, and you could basically seek refuge in there. But this man here, he likes to put you in prison and treat you like an animal. And he's talking about, people aren't allowed to dictate your health, but you're dictating people's health by forcing them to take something that's untried and unverified. They're literally doing human testing on people, which is absolutely ridiculous. And he goes into, putting the same thing on children. Now, how are you going to do that if it's not tested? Unless you're testing it on children, which might explain why you're allowing all these immigrant children to come into your countries to do unverified testing on them. So it just shows that this man is just completely wicked and abominable, man.
This may be what it comes down to.
Really?
In terms of, think about it.
They'll make it mandatory that or if they catch you.
Think about it. Do you think anybody has the right to determine whether you live or die?
No.
Okay. And so, that's what we're going to be faced with.
So you think it would be we will get to a space where the vaccines will, you'll have to take it or you go to jail?
And that is 25%.
It just shows the hypocrisy of these people, because they'll say, no one's allowed to dictate terms or dictate your life. But here, the same people that he's representing, which is the WHO, which I've had my video flagged by them before, they're telling you have to follow what they're saying, even though all of their stuff is, unverified. They test you want to use me as a test subject, and this man is a cardiologist. He has nothing to do with the study of viruses, because that's virology or virologist. Virology is a scientific study of viruses, microscopic parasitic organisms of genetic material contained in a protein coat. This guy deals with friggin' cardiology, and cardiology is a branch of medicine that deals with disorders of the heart as well as some of the circulatory system. The field includes medical diagnosis and treatment of congenital heart defects, coronary artery disease, heart failure, valvular heart disease, and electrophysiology. Had nothing to do with virology, So what the hell does he know? And if you go into the comments here, I'm assuming from this comment it says they did not have syphilis. Those physicians administered injections given Tuskegee men syphilis prior to. So he probably said something about how they were trying to help the Tuskegee men, that these people experimented on. So this guy's he's an agent for destruction, man. Complete lies, and he trusts in oppression. And this is Psalms 62. I'm going to start at 7. In Yahweh is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength and my refuge is in Yahweh. Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. Yahweh is a refuge for us. Salah. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are together lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. So he trusts in oppression and he trusts in robbery because he's a thief, and you trust in his system. So therefore, you've allowed what this man has stolen from other people to basically become vain in your riches, which you got from him. Yahweh hath spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto the Most High. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. So you're going to see these people, getting recompense for everything that they're doing. Ecclesiasticus 11, I'm going to start 23. Say not what profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter. Again, say not I have enough and possess many things, and what evil shall I have hereafter. In the day of prosperity there is forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So when this man is in dire straits, and when 2/3 are dying from what he's done, which they were happy to go along with until it bit them in the back, they're not going to remember all these quote-unquote good days. And you don't even have good days no more with your stupid ass face mask on your face talking about don't touch me, I don't want to catch the people. They're not even doing fist bumps no more. They're bucking people with their elbow, man. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered. Judge none blessed before his death, for a man shall be known in his children. Bring not every man into thine house, for deceitful men have many trains. So you're not supposed to allow this man to come into your house because he's deceitful in everything that he does. And you can tell this man's evil because every generation after, all these evil ass people are the same. They do the same thing. They kill Jake every generation. They experiment on you. They tell you to follow their ways, and their ways are of death to you. Now your family's in complete disorder. You're medically speaking, you're the worst out of every other people. They experiment on you, they take your organs, and you're still gonna trust this man because he's different, when you can see that he's an evil man because his children treat you evil as well. But no, not Jake, man. This is Psalms 83. I'm going to start at 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebel, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have holpen, the children of Lot. Salah. So it's the same people coming back and forth doing the same thing to Jake every damn generation, tricking you, acting like they want to be your friend and they want to help you with the Tuskegee experiments and all this other stuff, and all they want to do is ultimately kill you and take your birthright. Every generation the same thing, and you still trust in these people? Because our people trust in oppression, man. You people, ugh, I can't stand Jake at this point, man. This is Psalm 73:17. I'm gonna start 14, 73, 14. For all the day long have I been plagued. See, if you're on this truth, you're plagued daily, man. You see people are just in low and lower state. People are bugged the hell out. They're unconsiderate that I'm feeling, because love is waxing cold towards everybody. Everybody hates them. You can just feel that animosity in the air, man. Even to the point I try to be smile and be positive, but these people are so bugged out. There's no consideration when they're walking, when they're driving. Everybody's just selfish. They don't care about anyone else. You're having men have sex with other men's wives, destroying people's families, not caring just because you wanted to bust a nut. Like, these people don't care about nothing. There's no order in this queendom. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors, as a dream when one awaketh. So, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. So when the Lord comes back, he's going to look upon these people, and he's going to be utterly disgusted, and he's going to destroy this place in an hour. And I, for one, I can't wait. Even like the elder says, even if I have to die, even if I was 2/3, just as long as this place is gone, I'm happy. I want the Lord to come back and just break this whole place down, because this place is finished, man. Everybody here is bugged out. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about order. And when you try to act orderly, people look at you like you're weird. I had somebody tell me at work, oh yeah, you like this job, man, because you're always trying to do everything right. I'm looking at them like, when you was in a job interview, what do you say in a job interview? Do you say in a job interview, oh yeah, I want to work here, but I don't really want to do my job properly. I just need some money, and yeah, when I get here, I'm just gonna do the bare minimum, and yeah, pretty much, yeah, hire me. No, you don't. You go in there and you talk about how you're competent, how you're willing to go above board, and you agree to do the job to your best of your ability, about how you're hardworking, competent, considerate for other people. And then when you get there, you act like a demon. So he just showed you how bugged out Jake is. It totally pissed me off. I was like, you dirty ass mother. I almost lost composure for a minute, man. I had to actually hold myself back, because like, you're trying to look at me funny for me trying to do my job properly and being considerate. Because this is how I see it. If you do a job, if you're all working together and you're in a unit, when you do your job, it allows everybody else to do their job. When they do their job, it allows you to do your job more effectively. It ultimately makes everything easier for everybody else. When you keep clean and you keep the place around you tidy, everything's in order, and you're able to do everything how it's supposed to be done. But these people are so friggin' stupid that they'll get angry for other people for not doing their job and making their job difficult, while they do the same thing to other people. This is the hypocrisy of this kingdom. For the man to sit there and tell you, people don't have a right to take your life, or to impose their version of health upon you, and to basically you know to have your health be jeopardized by their thinking and their personal philosophies. And then he turns around and says you have to do what we say, even though there's clear evidence that everything that they're telling you to do has an adverse effect on your body, because the Most High made you perfect. So then why do I need to put what you concocted into my body? See, all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Well, shalom to the elect.